All right, we're back to focusing on the Part 1 rubric, but now we're focusing on Job 2. So we're going to continue. We want to look at our print up for our job. And here is the explosive specialist. Now, so what we need to do is that this would be highlighted. So we want to highlight the four-year university. Okay, and we will label it. So we want to look at, so it would be IX, Roman numeral for 9. So on your paper, you would write I. Okay, so now it is labeled. All right. Now, the one thing that is different about this career is that it does not have a Michigan median income. So if you look, it just says Michigan Outlook. You don't get to choose. What you need to do is actually see Mr. Shivnan or Miss Damon, and they will identify. We will use for, so that Mr. Shivnan or I will come up and tell you. So for this one, it is the median income that we'll be using is $70,000. And again, this is, it has to be signed by Mr. Shivnan or I. And so you don't get to just choose that, okay? So what we do need to do is that we need to label it. And so this would be Roman numeral 10. Okay, so I would just do the X. Okay, and the next one on the rubric says 12th grade classes. We're going to go up, back up for this one, 12th grade classes. You're going to highlight your 12th grade classes. All right. All right, sometimes it just, technology doesn't work. All right, so we are going to label this XI for the Roman numeral 11. And then the last thing that we are going to highlight is the Michigan Career Pathways. So again, oops. Okay, so this would be labeled as Roman numeral 12, so XI. And I will highlight human services because that is what my career pathway is. All right, so let's go back to the rubric. So it has told us that so now I've highlighted everything I need on my job. Now I'm going to go to the school profile. Okay, and this is Virginia Tech. All right, now this is where, okay, so I've highlighted it, but what you need to do for this first part, is that it says minimum GPA or entrance difficulty. Okay, so the first part, all right, entrance difficulty is moderately difficult, and you need to have a 3.0, so 3 recommended, and an SAT or an ACT is required. Okay, so those are the application requirements. Now, the next part of the rubric asks you, it says based On the number of applications and number accepted, figure out the acceptance rate for your school and highlight the answer. Okay, so what do we need to do here? You are going to, we have two numbers here. We have 19,981 apply and only 13,389 get in. So let's pull out our calculator. And we are just to figure out percentage. So we put in the smaller number first because that is what gets in. So 13,389. And we are going to divide it by the 19,981, which equals, and we want it, so it's a decimal, and we need to change it to the percentage. So we slide that the decimal 2 places to the right, and it gives us 67% is accepted. So you would write 67%. Okay. And this is Roman numeral XIV 14. Yep. Okay, and this needs to be highlighted. However, I don't think I can highlight this on my computer. All right, so and the entrance difficulty and GPA is, I think, let me just make sure, is Roman numeral 13. So okay, and then you need to go down and see, we need to highlight the correct tuition. So scroll down, and again, because this is Virginia, I'm in out of state, so this is XV for 15. Okay, and the last thing is that you're going to find your degree program, okay, which is here, and this is XVI. Okay, so that's everything that needs to be highlighted. Then we have the application page that would go behind your school profile. And we have the classes that we need to take, so that would go behind your admissions page. And then the last thing in your packet would be to do your taxes page. Okay, however, I'm going to do this in a separate video, so we will cover that soon. Anyhow, and then you must do your checklist. This should be done before you turn it in, and if that's done and accurate, and everything isn't, you know, so this, the order of this rubric is what you, how you need to put everything in your folder. So hopefully this is helpful, and you'll be successful.